two twin brothers are gonna be the ones to make these two relevant. Where my Quicksilver and Domino enjoyers at? All three of you. Okay, I'll tell you why in a bit. Now, they come out on different weeks, but the reason I'm previewing Wiccan and Speed together is because they're highly synergistic, which is appropriate because they're twin brothers. Remember the kids we saw in WandaVision?
Whoa!
Yep, that's the MCU version of them. But who are Wiccan and Speed? Well, for this, we have to go back to 1986's The Vision and the Scarlet Witch, where the two lovebirds had a pair of twin boys. Now, hey, how the heck does a mutant and an android have children? Magic, of course. Through Scarlet Witch's reality-altering powers, she basically created twin boys William and Thomas, or Billy and Tommy. Turns out, though, that the babies were created from two lost souls who were later reclaimed by Mephisto, Marvel Comics version of the devil. Those two lost souls, though, were eventually reincarnated. Billy's soul was born in Billy Kaplan, a mutant with the power of reality manipulation. Tommy's soul was reborn in Thomas Shepard, a mutant with the power of superhuman speed, which he got from his uncle, Quicksilver. After the Avengers disbanded in the Avengers Disassembled storyline, Iron Lad discovered the Avengers Failsafe program, a program designed by Vision to recruit the next generation of Earth's mightiest heroes in case the Avengers were eventually destroyed or disbanded. Iron Lad used it to recruit Billy, who chose to style himself after Thor and call himself Asgardian. Meanwhile, Tommy had been locked up for months because of his powers. The young Avengers freed him, and they immediately realized that except for the hair color, Billy and Tommy looked exactly the same. Tommy eventually took up the name Speed, while Billy changed his name to Wiccan, after Kate Bishop and Cassie Lang kind of suggested that it would be better to reflect his magical abilities. The Scarlet Witch and her two boys finally reunite during the Children's Crusade storyline. In Marvel Snap, Wiccan is a 4-cost 7-power card with the ability on reveal if you spend all your energy this game plus 2 max energy. Quicksilver and Domino be like,
you know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I'm not even kidding, by the way. Quicksilver starts in your hand, guaranteeing you a 1-cost to play. Domino, you'll always draw her on 2, letting you play a 2-cost. And if you stuff enough 3-costs in your deck, it's not that hard to fulfill Wiccan's requirement. Hey, did somebody say 3 costs? Okay, I know ramp decks seem like the obvious choice for him, and yes, he is a good synergy card in ramp decks. It's basically another way to play out big cards early so he could replace Corvus Glaive or Electro. But I really like him in the Surfer archetype. You know, you got the 1-2 play with Quicksilver and Domino like I mentioned before, right? Or what if you had Zabu or Psylocke in your deck? You could be playing Wiccan out on 3 in that case. That's 6 energy for you to spend by turn 4. I mean, you can include Sarah in that deck as backup if you don't get your Wiccan for the Miracle play too. However, if any locations or effects cause you to not spend all of your energy, Wiccan's useless. Or if you draw him on the last turn, he kinda sucks, right? Which is probably why he has 7 power. 4-7? Not horrible stats. Wiccan's gonna be a new way to ramp, definitely an interesting card to build around. The big question is, will his requirement be too much to be effective? We'll have to wait and see. Now onto his brother, who of course synergizes with him. Speed is a 3-cost, 3-power card with the ability Ongoing, plus 1 power for each turn in which you spend all your energy. Okay, so in an ideal situation, you manage to spend all your energy from turns 1 to 4 to satisfy Wiccan's condition, while also playing Speed and getting all the glorious buffs. Yeah, I don't know. We've played Marvel Snap long enough, I feel, to know that spending all your energy every single turn perfectly is kind of hard to do. That's why Red Hulks get so darn big, right? That said, you're probably gonna get Speed to like a 3-6, 3-7 most of the time, 3-9 if you're lucky. Hey, I kind of don't hate those stats. So clearly he synergizes with Wiccan, like I mentioned, and in Surfer, because he's a 3-cost, right? There are ongoing decks that curve out very nicely, where Speed could max out nicely and then get buffed by Spectrum. Zoo decks can do well in spending all your energy every turn, so he kind of fits in there as well. Look, I wouldn't sleep on Speed. The only thing is he's ongoing, so Enchantress, Rogue, and Red Guardian are going to be his worst enemies, as well as some locations. Now, are they worth your tokens or keys? I think the last card of the season, Emperor Hulkling, is a more fun card. Wiccan and Speed, I feel they require more brain juice to pilot. You know, if you're playing super casually, I would skip them, but I do think they have a high ceiling for those who want to deck build with them. And their Spotlight Cash weeks are pretty good too. With Wiccan, you could be pulling Pixie or Loki. Pixie's meh, fun to have, but you don't need her. Loki though, oh, if you don't have her and you have Arishem, now's your chance. Arishem Loki decks are doing very well. In Speeds week, we have Jeff and Iron Lad, both staples in their respective archetypes, so worth a key spend as well. You know, I kind of wish they released on the same week. I mean, not just for the lore connection, but they do really work well together. And the crazy thing is,